Hi, chat. Welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? Oh, I should switch to RTX because there's construction outside. So we'll get the voice distortion, but better than the construction noise. But how y'all doing today? Michaela's here. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm wearing a hoodie today because my house is cold. Oh, my hair's all over the place. Who gives a fuck? For some reason my house is cold. Presumably because it's windy outside and the heat is not very good about being what's the word? Uniform. So parts of my house are warm enough that the thermostat's like, ah, yeah, we're good. But then the rest of the house is like, um, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, let's see. It is March 15th of 2021, and what? This is the fourth day in a row that I've streamed, which is really weird. Um, But yeah, we are here. Today is a Monday, which means that it is an auto update day. But let me say hi to everyone in chat, and then we'll look into that. We got a big highlighted message from Danalosh to read in a second as well. Let's see. Michaela was first today. D-Delsp was very close with the straining soon. D-Delsp, you made me check every single message that I sent in the last couple minutes about streaming to make sure I didn't have a typo. Like, you had me panicking, and then I checked my stream. I was like, "Oh, has the overlay been wrong for this long?" And no, just gave me a minor freak out. Jay Pratt, good to see you. Piotr, hello. Basher Zombie, good to see you as well. Ethan Typing is here. Alros, hello. Good to see you. Happy Monday indeed. I can go to the bathroom and burn up, but I'm so chilly in my room. Yeah. Danish says, hello, a tip when you feel blocked. I am a Python developer, but I really cannot find a project that encourages me to continue developing. Sometimes I doubt my programming skills, and I always think that I lack more knowledge, and that blocks me even more. Have you ever felt like this, and how do you go to get out of this crisis? Yeah, I do encounter this pretty often. For me, I think some of the like motivation for me comes from working on stuff that is either personally motivating or I don't know, I like to bounce around to a lot of different things that can keep me motivated. By, never like and this works differently for other people. For me, it's like, I have ADHD, and so like focusing on one thing can be tricky. But I don't know. I think motivation is a different question for different people. But I don't know. Hopefully that was helpful. Um, the best part of the stream is Anthony reminding me what the date and the day of the week is. Honestly, I check it every time just to make sure. Happy I could help make you panic if even a little. Yeah. Hey, what's up, the Endless River? Hello. Good to see you. Half-ass all the things instead of whole-assing one thing. Well, it's more like quarter-assing everything instead of half-assing one thing, right? Also, good time on your comment about jumping around. I literally just opened up my laptop to set up some stuff and a new Ubuntu install, and then opened up a couple dozen of my GitHub stars. Nice. Cool. But yeah, it's the auto update day, so we're gonna take a look at that first. I decided that I didn't want the embarrassment of failing the CAPTCHA 6 times in a row and then failing the password and the two-factor. So I've already logged into the AWS console in Firefox in my other browser. So we're just going to use this to look at it today. The first thing to check is SQS to see. Okay, good. No dead letter on run or auto update. Well, if this would have been one, I would have got paged. Paged. It would have sent me an email, which caused my phone to buzz. So I would have known about this one already. I got my first page the other day. My first email error. Email errors thing. And the reason was GitHub was down. GitHub sent us like 2,500s in a row or something silly, which caused a run to fail. But that's the way things go. We had a tornado warning this afternoon. That killed my motivation. Wow. Where are you, D-Delsp? If you don't mind sharing. Oh man, we got the drop song real early today. Have your virtual videos open another tab so I can skip around and figure out how to set this up. Nice. Is dead letter errors. So, usually when you make a queue has a redrive policy, which says how it like retries stuff and like assumes a distributed system and can like fail parts and retry them, re-give the work item to another queue worker, etc., etc. And if those work items fail a certain amount of times, you can set up a dead letter queue, and a dead letter queue is kind of the backup where it sends the things that were unprocessable. And so if things ever enter the dead letter queue on either of these, then it means that I've failed. I think I've set it to 5 retries on each of these, and then it has to be manually fixed. Hey, what's up, Fixer Jake? Hello, hello. Good to see you. But yeah, since these are 0, that means that's good. AWS still gives out pagers. I mean, I don't have a real pager. I set up some monitoring such that it emails me when something enters the dead letter queue. We actually did that on stream a couple weeks ago. But if we look at the on-update queue, we should see our typical spikaroo here. I did actually peek because in my infinite wisdom, this morning at 9 o'clock was like, wait, shouldn't the auto update have run by now? But then I remembered it was fucking daylight savings time, so I did log in earlier today and I saw this number actually peaked at 1300. So this number is actually a little bit lagging, oddly enough. Or maybe it was an approximate number. I don't know. The number is higher than it's reported here. But I know, completed in, let's see. I mean, this time is almost always the same. It's about 45, 50 minutes. Donner Jack, thank you for the follow. Oh, Juicebox Hero has subscribed. What? 11 months in a row. How you doing, Juice? Good to see you. How's life? Juicebox got first today, right? Right? Congrats on getting first, Juicebox Hero. Oh, Kansas City. Okay, cool. Missed us, but it was fun letting my dog out with the sirens going off in the distance. There was no way I was going to get to where I live in the city, but my area of the county was in tornado warning boundary polygon. Oh, wow. Fixer Jake says, final day of the training to get the actual team this Friday. Super excited to actually work on real shit. It's the team that handles all of our web traffic, so I'm excited. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, fuck daylight savings time. What a pain in the ass. Okay, but this looks good. The bigger question is whether this looks good. I mean, the auto update queue almost always looks like that. The bigger question is whether auto scaling worked better today. We did make a change last week, which in theory should have made this better. Let's see. It didn't get up to 10. Didn't get up to 10 minutes behind. Still got up to 9 minutes behind though, so that's not the best. But this spike looks much better managed. Where's the like? Huh. There should be a blip when I merged all my pull requests, which would have been about noon my time, so 3 hours after this. So 19. This is probably the acytilly spike right here. Probably. I don't know. I was surprised it only got 3 messages behind at that point, though. Interesting. I did run a lot in succession. I think this is the acytilly spike right here. We ran a lot of things very, very quickly. But yeah, if we zoom into the auto update time frame, and I guess we'll get whoever auto merged everything all at the same time right here. This actually looks a lot like the auto update spike, but it's not. So it looks like we spiked a bunch and then we handled it pretty well, pretty quickly. This graph looks much better than we saw before. Let's actually look at what auto scaling did for that though. Please, please, please. Hopefully it scaled up faster than before. Let's see, auto scaling groups. And we look at the runner group and monitoring. And we zoom to 12 hours. Wait, why did you scale down to 0? What happened here? AWS must have just been like, nah, we take one of your instances now. Okay, this looks much better in here. It continually scaled up. Okay, so that scaling cooldown must have been the issue here. And then when as soon as it was done, it scaled down. Oh, nice. This also scaled straight up to 5 and then back down. It was scaled up to 5 for a total of like 4 minutes. That was useful, I guess. But this looks much better. Basically stayed scaled up for the entire auto update period. Nice. Okay, so I guess we fixed that. I guess we fixed that. Illustrator says, warning item in dead letter Q. What is the image you got for me here? Oh, a pager. A literal pager. Oh my god. I remember my babysitter when I was a kid had a pager. And I had no fucking idea what it was for. Like I really didn't understand the concept of a pager. Um, although my brother and I always called it the beeper because it would beep. um, which which in that's I don't know, maybe G-Spox Hero will find that funny that my brother and I called it a beeper. And maybe can explain why that's funny to chat. But anyway, this looks good. Is there anything else I want to look at? I guess I could look at the total number of runs since we're here. And since that number usually goes up after Mondays. But it should have run a lot of runs today. It was at, what, 36,000 last time we looked? No? Oh, it was at 32,000 last time we looked. So it ran almost 1,000 runs today. It won't be funny if I explain it. Alright then. We'll just leave it at that. Perfect. Done. Apparently we handle 1 gig per second, so I'm going to be working on lots of tooling for routing to various F5s and random stuff. Oh, cool. That's crazy. Inthog, what was that directory you used for your VM thingy and other stuff? So I have ~opt. This is where I just stick random installed packaging things. This is kind of mimicking /opt. And then I symlink stuff into ~bin. But yeah. Pagers with messages on them. I thought that just showed numbers. I don't honestly I don't know. I don't know. 6/14/91. Oh man. It was like a few weeks before I was born. I also called those a beeper. To be honest, that was the common name of my country. Oh, I see, man. It's cool. Does your Puppet thing show all the usual stuff you install? Yes. All of my home directory set up. All of this, except for this. I don't know where this came from. All of this is set up by my Puppet scripts. So if you want to check out how that works, guess we can type the URL here. github.com/acetilly/personal puppets. That's how you can get to that. But anyway, this looks like it went well today. I guess we can look at the metrics here, so we can kind of get a view of the write capacity. Time range 12 hours. Yeah, so you can see we did a lot of runs in here. I wish I could get counts instead of get scan count. I want to know puts per day. I could do the integral of the write capacity. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Don't really care. I mean, I care, but I don't. Oh well. Okay, so that was cool. Auto update went well. And the scale up went better. I'm actually really curious to see whether the scale time thing that I changed will make my deploys faster. I have a sneaking suspicion that it does. But I'll have to come up with some. I mean, I can do a no-op deploy. Should I do a no-op deploy? What can I do that's not really all that useful? I guess I could upgrade requirements. That could be something that I deploy. Just to see how long it takes. What are you gonna upgrade? Probably Bodo. Probably cryptography. And probably nothing else, I'd guess. Oh, and in dev, it's gonna upgrade pre-commit. What did we change? Oh, and identify in dev. Oh, it upgraded coverage too. I guess that was one that I didn't expect. But yeah, Bodo cryptography. And oh, Eurolib 3, I guess, as well. Cool. Cool. Upgrade requirements. Just doing this just to do it. Scripts python-m scripts dot deploy. How does this work? Oh, we gotta do python-m scripts dot build and deploy get rev parse. So we will deploy that to staging, and we'll see how long it takes. But we don't have to watch that because it will take a while. Today is the day. Ah, you're gonna pass my brother who hasn't been here in a while. Victor Jake says, "I miss the good old days of being like 8." Yeah, you got some more. What's your chat rank, Victor Jake? Where are you? Where are you sitting right now? 43rd. You've fallen so far. You haven't seen Dino in a while. Is he okay? I haven't heard from him in a while either. Apparently he's mad at me. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so open source stuff to do today. Let us start with the oldest one. We reviewed this pull request a few streams ago. And we will re-review it today. I'm just gonna say 26 more things, yeah. I started with Twitch for a few months when I was finishing my semester. That makes sense. Ooh, Ethan, you're almost in the top 10. The Endless River, you're pretty close too. Only, I guess 1,000 messages separate you from that. That's amazing. I wonder what it looks like if we charted it. How would I figure that out? I guess we can plot like top 50 maybe? Mod plugins. What is this in? Chat rank. Yes. Chat rank. Python-im bot.plugins.chat rank. Total tops that most common 50. Let's see, 4. User n in this, print user tab n. Then we can put it in an Excel thingy thing. And we can plot it. Beats.google.com. Blank one. And then tools, insert what? Chart? Well, that's not what I wanted. There we go. There's the fall off there on the top 50. It's quite striking. I mean, after the top 5 or so. Is this all 50? Is that all 50 or are we missing some? I think that's all 50. Oh yeah, it even does all 50 down to here. Does it show all the names? It shows all the names there. Oh, Mindful Fox is still in the top 100 or top 50. That's amazing. Even they haven't been here in a while, except for last stream. But yeah. Anyway, there's a kind of neat little graph. But yeah, Michaela. Dungus TV. Hello. I'm doing well. The bot and I can only dream of words per minute that fast. It's true. It's true. Best girl. Yeah. Juice's Juice's spreadsheet there. Does he need to make a bot to post messages in here all day during work hours? So the thing is, the bot that I only record chats when the bot is running, so that wouldn't work. Someone has already tried that; it didn't work. Someone was on just the middle of the day, um, spamming the channel, but no one was here. Okay, so we reviewed this already. We're gonna re-review it. I'm not gonna look at the previous code, so we're just gonna do this here. I feel like there's a helper for this already. Let's check. Let's see. Pyupgrade token helpers. Should be a replace. I think it's a replace all. Find and replace call. Replace name. I mean, this could be abused to do the same thing. That's not quite right. But that's fine. Keeping the original offsets is good too. I think I know this guy from Pandas. Margot? Yeah. They use a lot of my software. I think they work on Pandas, one of the Science C libraries. Get name. Yeah. I think there's a helper for this as well. Get name. Oh, I see. They don't care about the actual attribute. They're just trying to get the particular part there. See. I think Tofu hears your voice through my headphones and is looking for you. Oh no. Oh no. Tofu. So the problem is there's two ways this can work. Typed has two syntaxes, one with named arguments and one with a dictionary. Right? I think you can do typed dict foo a int and typed dict foo a equals int. Okay, so that's one thing to fix. Her ears moved when you said her name. Let's code more tofu, says Dota. I mean, I forget whether this optimizes nicely. Node.args. If node.args, the first argument should not be a type. My extensions arg. My extensions. How does this get used? Oh, it is the first argument. Okay. First argument is the type. Interesting. Cool. Neat. Okay, cool. that seems fine. Huh. I guess you can put type in there. Cool. All right, that seems fine. What about name tuple? I think this also needs to handle the syntax for name tuple, though I'm not sure those can be used anonymously, so maybe not. Parses subscripts, okay. If annotated, yeah, this shit's so annoying. This is actually gonna crash in future versions. Yeah, oh wait, I need to import. Oh wait, maybe they kept the class around. Hmm. Else pass. Um. I'll check that in a bit. There are other types there that are worth fixing. Node slice. Process subscript. I don't know how this is used yet. We'll see how it's used. Let's see. Place string literal. Annotation optional expression to literal tuple. Okay, yeah, that seems fine. Nodes. This is the stack. I would just not take option. I think you can do if annotation it. I think this is clearer. Or even better would maybe be to not take optional at all. If annotation is not, return nodes equals annotation. Then you don't need this ugly type annotation. Okay. And then you got our little stack call here. Process call. Oh, this is finding underlying nodes. Got it. There are still types that need processing in named tuple. So you can't have a named tuple slice. That one is a this shouldn't be no covered. That's the whole point of the function. So this is just the iteration part. Got it. I see what's being done here, but as soon as you do getter, you lose all the type information. I'd prefer these to not use the matter. You lose all the type safety there. Why is this one checked for none, but this one doesn't? Oh, I guess because it can't be none here. That makes sense. Okay, that seems fine. And then I assume the tests are fine. I assume they added enough tests from what I asked for before. Okay, well, there's another round of that one. Button that's off screen. Ethan said, well, speaking of typing, did you know typed AST will become an optional dependency of MyPy in the future? Yeah, I did hear about that, which is exciting because it potentially means that maybe MyPy could run in PyPy. Maybe. If PyPy 3.8 has enough of the stuff that MyPy itself needs, which would be cool. Is Shaz here? Shaz, are you here? No. It's identical as working on it. Makes sense. Makes sense. He's been working a lot with the PyPy people recently, which is cool. I'm glad someone's working on it. Okay, so we looked at that one. Oh, did I just delete the wrong one? I might have just deleted the wrong issue. Oh well. NoSQL Know-How! Thank you for the reset with Prime. 3 months in a row and 6 total. That gets you a fancy new patch. It's good to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, this is another pull request to review. I already reviewed it once. I think we're good to go now. This is a stupid fucking Windows bug, as usual. For some reason, sometimes print defaults to char map, even though it's supposed to be UTF-8. But char map. Stupid char map. I'm doing well. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, it's going. It's going. Another day. Another day of work done. And I also had them improve the try except here because there was a whole bunch of code here that so the what the try except is supposed to do, it's supposed to catch JSON decode errors as part of this, but it instead included all of this code down here, and this was raising a value error, in particular a Unicode decode error, which I didn't realize. Unicode decode or encode error, Unicode encode error derives from Unicode error, which derives from value error, which surprised the hell out of me. I didn't know that it was a value error. I would have expected Unicode error to just extend exception, but I guess it's a value error. Kind of makes sense, but also it means that this surprisingly caught the error from the print statement. But again, this is probably code that I wrote. Either I wrote a long time ago or someone else wrote, where I wasn't so keen on making sure that the tries are well scoped. But anyway, pretty easy fix. Move it outside and write to standard out buffer instead. I think they have 2 commits though, so 3 commits. So we're gonna fix their branch. Oh, they commit. Right, they committed from the just from the GitHub UI. How do I deactivate this virtual M types exit? Wait, no. That's funny. I like that. I've definitely done the same thing a few times. I had this other. I had a brain fart the other day where it's like, how do I deactivate this virtual M? And I instead did rmrf VM. So you could have done an even dumber thing like I did. Oh no, I'm losing my voice. No. Get remote add. Pre-commit hooks. I mean, it worked. It's true. It did work. Son of a bitch. Oh, I typoed. Yeetab. Honestly, I wonder how much shit you could get people to clone just by domain squatting things similar to github.com. Dude says branch was patch 1? Yep. Was indeed. I fucked that up. Get show name only. Get who.bcom? I don't know that bcom is a valid TLD. It's really not fit on one line. I feel like you gotta fit on one. You too. Yeah, I don't know why. Don't know why it was written that way. Oh, I see. I see why it was written that way. Because the print was written that way. Any hooser. Fixed. Oh yeah, and I merged all of my own auto updates, so that's why these are all rebuilding. Because I haven't run new Flake 8 or new setup CFG format or new AutoPip 8 since then. I wish I could control C when I'm typing something here and decide to just shut up. I do that all the time in Slack, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't work. The worst is when I'm on like not Mac OS and I do that. Because then it copies. I guess it could be worse. It could be paste. It was Control V that made it do that. Then it'd be worse. It'd be way worse. You should just press enter instead. That makes it go away. Oh shit. Push this to my remote, not their remote. Oh wait, no, I pushed it to the right place. Oh, okay. I'm losing my mind. I did it right. Enter. Sorry, chat. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. View, approve, submit. Nice. We got the high five kitty. Also kind of want to remove this unfollow button on your stream because it keeps lighting up for no reason, like it wants me to click it. Huh. Yeah, don't click the unfollow button. Does it light up? Oh yeah, it does. It really does light up. Although it gives the little like don't do this button. You should make this one light up though, Michaela. This one lights up real good. That's kidding. High five to Kitty. Nice. Okay, so that checks off another thing on the list. Slowly getting there. I was hoping Shaz Robot is here. The cannot unfollow is just for your own channel? Oh. Then why is the fucking button there? Clearly somebody put like a bunch of goddamn effort to put a little hover that says no unfollow. But why even keep the button there? It makes no sense. Don't mean like that. Like it literally shows something like as if I've moused over to click it. Huh. Probably because React. Is Twitch even React? Is it React? Oh. That's weird. That's real weird. Huh. Yes, Twitch is React. I see. I mean, it wasn't always React, so I assume there's a rewrite at some point. Wild. Should start right now while I'm typing in the chat box. What? We called it Wexit? What was the W? Certainly doesn't stand for Moo Tools. It's Karma. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What was the W? WordPress? No. What are W and JavaScript frameworks? Wobbuffet? Wobbuffet! Brexit because we were moving from an old monolith called Web. Oh. Well, that's way less fun. It's way less fun. Okay. I actually have 2 pull requests that are super easy to do. We're gonna do these both at the same time. Well, actually, we're gonna figure out which one's easier to merge and then merge the other one. Fuck, they're both 2 commits. God damn it. Why is this one 2 commits? Oh, I know why. Lil. Okay, well, I guess we have to rebase both of these, so let's do this one first. Which is actually a really cool one. It adds .NET format as an official pre-commit hook. Which is really cool. That's my stream. We're leaving Rails. Shouldn't have been called Rexit then? Rails, man, Rails. We originally tried to migrate to Ember. Oh god, what kind of dirty hipster proposed that? And then that died. I mean, Ember died. I don't even know if it. I don't even ever if it ever caught fire. If you get what I'm saying. When the React move was called Project Phoenix because it rose from the ashes of the Ember. Yeah. Yep. Cool yolks right there. Should have just migrated to something crazy like Cake PHP. Man, Cake PHP, that takes me way back. Tonic! How's it going? How do you mean repository not found? Oh, it's his full name. I see. Git remote set URL. There's the love BL. There we go. Oh no, is it patch 1 or patch 2? What was patch 1? Changing their name. Perfect. Git checkout patch 2. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna merge this. Precommit CI, you can get credit for a commit. Good job, Precommit CI. You did it. Oh, I forgot to give him ship it. No. Can I still do it? No. I'll give him a manual kitty. How about which one do we want to do, chat? Do the pirate kitty. Oops. There we go. Now that has a kitty cat. Okay, and then I gotta rebase this one, which we had to do anyway. Oh no, it's their master branch. Oh, this is gonna go well. Hate when people use their master branch. I also have to comment on it first because they asked me a question. I just never replied. Ideally, a language which System is kind of the escape hatch for hooks. Since pyupgrade can't manage the installation for you. No squash merging? Yeah, I don't like squash merging. I actually go over this in a video. It's kind of breaks scripting. Yeah, I go over it in this video. Yeah, because it breaks this command. Mode merged. So you can see like this patch was already merged. Hey, what's up, Milky? How's it going? Wait, I don't know why. Why doesn't it notice that patch 2 is merged? It should notice that patch 2 is merged. Maybe it auto-deleted? Well, I don't know. Milky's here! How's it going, Milky? Good to see you. Look, it was the first thing I installed in Ubuntu, and Tree was the second. I can't live without Tree for some reason. Yeah, Tree is real great. Real good. Real good. Why is this YAML? There's literally no fucking reason for this to be YAML. Should we change this to be not YAML? There's no reason for this to be YAML. It's literally flat file, but it happens to be a YAML list for some dumb reason. I just had a shower. How was your shower, Milky? Did you get all squeaky clean? Why am I asking you about a shower? This just got weird for some reason. Yeah. Why do I have to resolve the conflict twice? Oh. I understand. I understand. Vagrant. Skate push. Ashwin head. Master force. Oh, yay! Let me do it. Nice. It's kind of interesting. Did you get naked to shower? Says Michaela. Yeah, I forgot my bathing suit. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, there's the bonk. There's the bonk. There we go. Chat's alive. See, I remember the kitty cat on this one. What did I do? Okay. Shaz isn't here, so I can't do this one. Dang it, Shaz! What did I do? Milky's the one that got naked. It's true. It is true. Okay, so now that that's merged, we actually can do some code writing today. We got two choices, chat. I'll let you guys choose. We can either do this thing in PyFlakes, related type annotations, or I guess I can give you those links so you guys can choose in chat. So we're either gonna do PyFlakes, or we are going to fix this in pyupgrade, which is going to be very hard. I don't know how hard the pyflex one is. I assume the pyflex one is easier. But I guess we can do /pull. Here we go. What do pyflex pyupgrade? And we will not let you do bits to vote. And we'll let it go for 3 minutes. There you go. There you go. Now you can vote. Vote on the poll. Hey, what's up, NSA? Hello, hello. Welcome back. How are you doing on this fine whatever day it is? Moon day? Might not be Monday for you. Might be Tuesday for you if you are in the Europes. What are we voting for? Oh my god, you guys are trying to make it real close. It's neck and neck right now. Why did I set it to 3 minutes? That's so long. I can't spend bits to shift the poll. Is this even democracy? I thought about it. I was like, should I allow bits, or is this just gonna be somebody spams 100 bits and then I do that thing, right? Alex says, aren't you supposed to stream less often now that you have a job? Yeah, I know, right? I streamed 4 days in a row now. Oh no, now it's evened up. Chat, what are you doing? Is this we want you to do both? Because honestly, the pyflex one might be so easy that we do both. Pog for both, yeah. Oh, hype for both. I see. Pyflex sounds like cereal to me. It does. It does sound like cereal. So I picked pyupgrade. I mean, I could eat cereal too. Could make this a what's that called? I've thought of 2 other words that are not the word. What's the eating food on stream called? Why have I forgotten the name of it? What's it called? Mukbang. Okay. Because my brain thought mojibake and bukake, which it is neither of those things. ASMR, not quite. I deserve that bonk. I deserve the bonk. That's fair. Completely fair. I deserve that one. This is the craziest AOC stream. Yeah, what? This is this is neck and neck. All right, well, looks like I'm doing both. Let's do pyflex first. Oh wait, we got 1 vote right at the end. Guess we're not doing pyflex then. Okay, then we're doing pyupgrade. All right, chat. Okay, so this is some debugging that I did earlier. For this exact issue. Wait, is this for this issue? Or is this for a different issue? Yeah, this is for this exact issue. I don't know why I was debugging on this machine. Must have been yesterday. I don't know. Anyway, let me show you what happens if we run this. Python breakpoint equals 0. Upgrade t.play. Yeah, so this is what happens right now. And the reason for that is in this file here, there are 2 passes that happen against this type annotation here. The first is this union. Well, actually, this is the first one. The first is this union gets collapsed, then this union gets collapsed, and then it tries to collapse this union and fucks it all up. So if we debugger it by doing this, print source to tokens, No. Tokens to source. That's what it is. Tokens to source. Okay, so this is what it looks like the first before it does anything. And then it has done this. So you can see this changed to this. And then it does this, which is from here. And then we do it one more time. Wait, what? Oh, I missed it. 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. This is what it does the third pass, which is super fucked up. It like gobbled the square bracket here and didn't gobble the comma, and yeah, overall fuckery. So we're gonna try and fix this. Oh no. A cheap ass USB hub that I use that allowed for switching between machines mounted under my desk. Don't ask me for bending over 15-20 times a day until I said I would install it. Ah, nice. That was actually stressful to watch. Upgrade with the double D for a double dose of pimping. Wait, what? Did I typo the word upgrade? What are you guys talking about? Standing desk? I missed it because I was looking at the poll. Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. Jay Pratt's got a cool thing. This. Barrier. Mimics the functionality of a KVM switch. That's cool. How does it work? Does drag and drop or run Linux? No. Well, it. Imagine not having the founder badge, yeah. Is somebody sleepy? Yeah, daylight savings time's not fun. Daylight savings time is not fun, Ducci. Okay, but yeah. Okay, so the problem with this is what we essentially need to do is another parsing puzzle. Where we have we're parsing the stuff that's inside the square bracket here. And there's a lot of cases. The base case is the easiest, is one of the easy ones. You can also have parentheses in here. You can also have lots of parentheses in here. Let's do like 3, that way I can match the buddies properly. And it's nonsense. Like, these parentheses don't mean anything. But in order to do the rewrite properly, we need to make sure that we get rid of them properly. You can also have bullshit like this, where an individual member of the tuple is parenthesized. And what else can you have? You can also have stuff that looks like, I mean, this isn't valid in Python's typing, but you can imagine something like this where there's 2 commas. Only this is the one for the tuple, the top level tuple, and then this is an inner tuple that should be left alone. And so in all of these cases, we need to identify the commas at the lowest levels. So like these, we need to identify parentheses to remove, which in this case would be those. In this case, it would be those. And in this case, it would be this one, but not those ones. Maybe those ones? Probably not those ones, though. think those should be left alone, or at least the bare minimum to make it syntactically correct. You already have blank line? No. And this one, we need to get rid of those ones and point at this one and get rid of these ones. So we need to make an algorithm which does all of this. And I have one that kind of works right now, assuming we can find the offset of this value. If we find the offset of that value, we can figure out the rest of it. But since this part in here could be rewritten, we kind of can't find it anymore. And that's actually the bug that's happening, is because A gets rewritten, we no longer know anything about the tuple. I agree this morning was pretty rough. Yeah. I gotta go make dinner, be back in bed. Oh, I forgot to eat food. Maybe we'll eat on stream. What food do I have? I had leftover Indian for lunch today. It was real good. I still have some paratha though, so I could eat that. But that's not really a meal. That would just be kind of like a snack. I have some nuts. I can eat some nuts. I can make cookies. And by cookies, there's this delicious, terrible concoction that I make with what is that called? What is the type of instant oatmeal though? This one. Maple brown sugar instant oatmeal. Maple brown sugar instant oatmeal, peanut butter, and then boiling water. And you just mix it up. Not that much boiling water, like just enough that it stays together. And you essentially get like a cupful of cookies. So I know they're not really cookies, but they taste like cookies. They're so good. They're so fucking good. When I go fill up my water, I'm probably gonna make myself some cookies, and then I'll eat the cookies on stream. But I'm late on water too. Well, we'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll go do that. Okay, so here's my thought on how to implement this. Or at least I'm gonna think of an algorithm and see whether that works, and then we'll adjust it. So I think my algorithm is step 1 is find all of the paren pairs and record their depths. How's pyupgrade gonna start handling oatmeal now? It really does do everything. Yeah, it's gonna upgrade your oatmeal to have peanut butter in it. Because everything with peanut butter is better, right? Also, crazy thing, chat. And it has been independently verified now. For some reason, let's see. Oh, I didn't want to be logged in. Oh well. For some reason, Jif creamy peanut butter. I recently purchased this form factor. 6 4-pound jars. And for some reason, this tastes way better than any Jif peanut butter I have ever had. And it should be the same shit, but it tastes way better. Like, way better. Like, if it was like within like a 5% difference, I probably would have been like, oh yeah, I'm probably just imagining. No, but this is like 20 to 30% better. It's good. It's good. Peanut butter for the next year? This will probably last like a month or two. I eat peanut butter at like an absurdly fast rate. This is, I think it's cardboard. Well, it might be metal. I don't know. I guess, yeah. But anyway, for some reason, this is way better than the plastic containers. Like, I don't know why I would buy the plastic containers, because this is so much better. Recursive chat says, are you trying to figure out if the parens are balanced? No, I don't really care about balancing. We know it's balanced because it wouldn't tokenize. I'm figuring out which parens I need to delete. Get your Jif propaganda out of here. Yeah, I don't want to offend the Canadians who are all about their Kraft peanut butter. Did you know that Kraft makes peanut butter in Canada? Kraft makes peanut butter in Canada. You can't buy it anywhere else. But there's Kraft peanut butter. Yeah, like fucking blew my mind that Kraft makes peanut butter. And Canadians fucking swear by it. They will only eat Kraft peanut butter. They're like, get that Jif shit out of here. Kraft peanut butter. But this was a new thing for me. Is it more expensive than Jif? 28 cents an ounce. Whereas this is, tell me your price per weight. Oh, because it's sold out. Because I probably bought the last one. 15 cents. Oh, it's like twice as expensive. Okay, makes sense. Wait, are other people in stream chat also complaining about it? Oh my god, other people are complaining about it. That's hilarious. Good job, Twitch. Good job, GG. Any Canucks in chat? I don't take food advice from Canadians. Their bacon is also crap. I don't know anything about bacon. I literally know nothing about bacon. Okay. Find all the parens and record their depths. 2. Find all the commas and record their depths. And then 3 is, I think, find the minimum comma depth. This is the outer tuple. And then all parens, is it equal or less than or equal to? I think it's less than, actually. All parens less than comma depth. You did it. Okay, so let's see if this algorithm works properly. Let's start with the first example. So the first example, we find no parentheses, so parens none, and comma at depth 0. And we actually need to find all the commas, but depth 0. And so then we find the minimum common depth. Minimum common depth is 0. And then we don't delete any parens. Parens going to delete. And that's correct. Okay, cool. We have a very boring case done. All right, tuple case. Parens, we find this and this at depth 0. Commas, we find 1 at depth 1. The minimum is 1. Parens, delete the ones at 0. And that is correct. Okay, so we have the 2 most common cases are correct. Now let's get fucking weird. All right, parens, we have at 0, at 1, and at 2. And then commas, we have depth. We have at 3. And then the min is 3. And parens, we delete at 0, at 1, at 2. And that is correct also. Okay, so that seems good. Now let's try this case here. So parens, we have 1 at 0, we have 1 at 1, which is the inner one. And then the commas are at depth 1, and so the min is 1, and parens we delete at 0, which is also correct. Okay, cool. Now let's try the real fucking weird ass case. We have parens, we have 0, 1, and 2. And we have commas. We have 1 at depth 2. Well, the first one is at depth 3, so this is at depth 3, and at 2. And the min is then 2, and then we delete 0 and 1. And then it is correct. Okay, I think that algorithm works. I don't have exhaustive cases, but yeah. Karma says, want to find comma followed by a paren to ignore. I mean, this could have spaces in it. Also, there's another case up here. You can have a. You could have this, which we might as well prove it out, even though doesn't matter. Commas at 1, min 1, parens, deletes 0. That's correct. Yeah, so comma paren doesn't matter. Although, do I handle this case? Pyupgrade slash plugin slash typing pab 604. What do I do for one element tuples? If len commas is greater than arg count minus 1. Ah, okay. So we delete some extra commas in that case. So we need to handle that as well. We need to know how many commas there are in case we need to delete them instead of replace them. Okay, I think that works. Bitchit says, update on my GCC 10 seg faults. No updates. I'm literally getting nowhere. Oh no. Oh no. Poor guy. Okay, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'm gonna make some cookies for myself. I will be right back. So give me a few minutes because I gotta heat up some water. I gotta boil some water. But I'll see you in a sec. All right, I'm back. I've got my concoction of peanut butter and oatmeal. I put too much peanut butter. Is there such thing as too much peanut butter? I don't know. But here's what it looks like, chat. Where's this one? Here's what it looks like. It's kind of like a dryish oatmeal with a lot of peanut butter in it here. But it essentially tastes like cookies. It's real fucking good. Mm. But anyway, Jake Carey, how's it going? Good to see you. What about this? Let's try that one. See if it works for that. Whoops. Hope you have a lot of water. Yep, I got water. We're good. It's not salty, it's sugary, if anything. Okay, so our goal is to eliminate this and identify that and eliminate this. Let's see. Friends, we have one at 0, we have one at 1, and we have a second one at 1. Commas, we have one at 2, one at 1, and one at 2. So the min is 1, and we delete at 0. Which looks correct. I think. So this should end up being, you know, A comma or A comma B in this particular case. Yeah, so I think that's right. But now we gotta implement this, which is the actual hard part. And yeah, we already have like this crazy state machine here to handle it. Oh, I also have to handle other bracketing types as well. Guy P says, hold on, 2 keyboards. I should make keyboard 1 to go to keyboard. That's a good point. But plugins, simple aliases, keyboard to keyboard 1. Git check cat master and keyboard 1. It used to work until we switched to the command styled one. Before it would regex match, and so it would match that for the wrong reason. But now, because of the command mode, it doesn't do that. Master check, how's it going? Yeah, the MOTD has not been set in like 3 days. It's kind of wild. I gotta fetch first because I upgraded stuff. Oh, I'll set today's wrong news also. So today, working on fixing a bug in pyupgrade. Pyupgrade, there we go. Stylish Jupiter, welcome to the stream. How you doing? My editor is called Babby. I wrote it myself. It's kind of neat. Okay, so now you should be able to do keyboard 1. There we go. Neat. Cool. It works. Okay, so we're looking for the end square bracket here. Yes. Oh, it's I tokens. I guess we'll match that here. I int tokens this. I don't know what we're going to return yet. We'll figure that out. GW says, why do you do rebase-I to make sure you're not missing anything? Are you answering the question? I use it. I use -I as kind of a little bit of a sanity check. I could just do get rebase without -I. -I just like gives me a little second verification that it's doing exactly what I want. Because rebase is a bit of a chainsaw, so if I do it wrong, it's less. It's easier for me to back out if I notice that it's wrong in the -I form. Unruly Patchouli fan says, why is the keyboard split in half like a piece of karate wood? Ah! It's an ergonomic keyboard. It's intended to keep your hands at a more natural shoulder width apart. Yeah, that's why it's split. That's the idea. MOTD, it's Monday. Nice. Rainy day tomorrow. How's it going? Welcome back. Interesting. I thought you were using Vim/NeoVim at first. But it's not. That's why it has nice syntax highlighting. I kid. Bizzo! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Judo Panda Pan, good to see you as well. Welcome back. Rebase is based. It's true. It's good. I like it. Interesting that some of the chat's user colors aren't in sync with your terminal version. So anyone that doesn't have a color assigned, like GW1, Kaipiece, do you have a color assigned? I don't think you do. I think yours is very similar to what it looks like on my stream. But for anyone that has never run /color, Twitch just doesn't give us a color. So I assign them a deterministic color based on their username. So Unruly Patchouli fan will always get this gray color until they do /color. But if Unruly Patchouli fan did /color red and then typed a message, they would be red from then onward. But yeah, that's why it's slightly different. Nothing is truly permanent thanks to reflog. Yeah, or reflog. But technically you can have reflog off. There was this very, very large repository that I worked on, and I didn't realize this until after the fact, after I needed reflog. But reflog was disabled in that repository because it was so slow with it on. Actually, I don't even know why, because reflog shouldn't be that expensive. But it was disabled for some reason. And I noticed that it was disabled because I botched a rebase, and then I was like, oh fuck, I want to go back. And then I couldn't, because lol. Unruly Patchouli fan. Check out this second video that just got returned there. It talks about type hinting in Python. AbTwitchX, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Merge commits are badges of shame and a lack of transparent understanding of your codebase. Great shame, very dishonor, many sorrow. Worcester says, planning on making some videos on async in Python by any chance? Yeah, at some point I want to. I feel like I'm not clever enough to make an async video. I could do like a very, very intro one, but I know explaining event loops as a beginner concept is hard. Because yeah, when you think about function calls, like code calls on their code, but in async, it doesn't. You're really just saying, please call me at some point. Events loop, please. But Ultimate MDF says, hi, how long have you been coding? An hour and 29 minutes. No. I've been programming for, I think it's 19 years now. A long ass time. I've been paid to write code for 12 years? Something like that. Yeah. Async is the UDP of coding. It's kind of true. Although there are a little bit stronger guarantees in that, but it is kind of I mean, you can kind of think of it a little bit like that. Okay. So we kind of need this depth thing. Yeah. We kind of need this depth thing. I think we'll have the same loop as before, while depth. And we do need to do this opening and closing thing. What is it? J equals fine, tokens, I, square bracket. It's Karma. Thank you for the subscription with Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Started a few months ago, and it's really hard. It gets easier. I mean, it kind of gets easier. Can you force function parameters to be of certain types in Python? If so, how can you do that? So these are type annotations. They are not enforced in any way, shape, or form at runtime, but you can use a static analysis tool like NumPy to check them for you. If you need to coarse types, you can convert them. There isn't really a cast in Python because there's no memory interpretation of your values. Like casting is for like C. You can convert them and do stuff. Unruly Patchouli fan, thank you for the follow. It's Karma says, hey, I had a Prime, how to give it to an open source dev. Awesome. Well, now you get some cool emotes like the Python. Any tips on what to focus as a beginner? I do have a video for that. Getting started. Getting started with programming. Yeah, there we go. So that's my advice for how to get up to speed and get better at the programming. So check that out. See what you think. Okay, so we essentially start with what we had before. Isn't k plus equals 1 faster? Where would I put k plus equals 1? What do you mean? You need AUC Python. Would that be within the TOS of Twitch? Twitch, emo, TOS. Why is it in some language I don't speak? What has happened here? Bulgarian. Ian, please. You would think it would canonical to English. And Google would serve the canonical page and not Bulgarian. Maybe the Twitch shit's broken. Possible. Hmm. 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 Yeah. I don't think that would work. I don't think we can do the Python. It would be funny. But I'm pretty sure that falls under sexual content attire. I never understood this rule though. Yeah, you can't have, sexual content except for coming. Coming is on the table. Maybe Chrome thinks you're using a VPN. I'm definitely not. Hey, what's up, Trash Dad? Hello, hello. Good to see you. You came in at just the right time. But yeah, the reason that these are two separate variables is I need to keep track of the J, and I need to keep track of J and I, and K will be walking along the sequence. So that's why it works like that. I like how you just have the bottom half of the pokey. Also trash dev. Who gave you that sub? 69 operator. Good to see you. Didn't realize sandals were sexual attire. I guess that is another thong. That is true. That is true. We could talk about the socks with sandals emote. Could have that. Do you have any sessions on C? I do have one video, I think. Well, I have a couple of videos that have some C programming in it. Some of it is C Python programming. One of them talks about argc and argv. Ambery, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And Steve-O Bandito's here. How you doing, Steve-O Bandito? Good to see you. It was gifted, I swear. Oh, Jamie Pratt's got a Poke emote too. Watch me talking all this shit and have it myself. No, we're good. I'm doing well. Videos look pretty useful and definitely going through the playlist. Yeah, check them out. Subscribe, like, and whatever. What is it? Like, comments, subscribe? Yeah, there we go. I'm bad at YouTube. I'm not that great at Twitch either. Smash the like button. Yeah. Okay, so what was our algorithm again? Find all the print barriers, record their depths. Find all the commas and record their depths. Yeah, and then yeets. Anthony is the worst self-promoting YouTuber. It's true. Okay. Alright, so this is the basis of our loop. What else we need to do here? We need to figure out our comma, our parentheses depths. Is that a Swift shirt? No, it's a 21 Pilots shirt. This side? 21 Pilots. Yeah. But it looks like a Swift shirt, which is why I wear it on my programming streams sometimes. I have written a little bit of Swift, but none of it was good. It was functional at best. It was for a school project. Well, it's kind of an open-ended school project. We were supposed to come up with a mobile app idea and then implement it. And we had two apps. Can I show you? I wonder if I still have any photos of it. They're all risky photos because they were intentionally risky photos, so maybe I shouldn't show them. But the first app idea, we called it Beer Cat. And the idea was you would take, selfies or shitty photos or whatever at like parties and stuff where, maybe questionable things were happening. Like maybe you have a beer in your hand, or maybe you have, I don't know, somebody's scantily clad in the background, or any sorts of things that you would take photos and you'd be like, well, maybe I shouldn't share this on social media. But what you could do with Beer Cat is you load it up on your phone and you just tap the screen where you want kitty cats, and the kitty cats cover up the questionable things in the photos. And wait, did I say it was called Beer Cat? Because it's called Beer Cat. Wait, did I say it was called something else? It's called Beer Cat. That was the app idea. But it was meant to cover up like, alcoholic beverages and other things. But yeah, it was really cool. It had like pinch to zoom so we could get sued by Apple. Yeah, and that was our first app. Our second app was, we called it, what did we call it? Oh, it was entirely client side, so there's no server side. So we did not blackmail or store any data there because making a server is a fucking pain in the ass. Our second app was called, what was it called? I don't think we ever came up with a good name for it. I think the last working name that we had for it was called Snap Map Tag, which again like doesn't roll off the tongue, sounds pretty dumb. But the idea behind it was kind of uh, like a GeoGuessr, but like Snapchat, but like combined together. And this was before Snapchat or GeoGuessr really existed. So at the time, it wasn't. We didn't say, "Oh, this is Snapchat but with maps," or "This was GeoGuessr but with snaps." Like it was like take photos, send them to a group of friends, and then like people were supposed to guess the position that you took the photo in and have like a fun, competition around it. And then whoever was closest would go next, and you would kind of like play tag with taking photos and figuring out where they are. But the second one required a whole like server setup and like um, we went above and beyond and decided to implement it on iOS, Android, and a responsive web app, and like it was cool. We spent a lot of effort onto it, and then didn't really do anything with it since then. Um, and I think I paid Apple $300 to make the app because we needed an App Store account so that we could debug the app or some fucking stupid shit like that. Because lol Apple, and Apple hates developers. But anyway, that was the last time I wrote Swift. Swift was really bad back then. This was in like 2013. When did Swift come out? Maybe it says in Objective C. This must have been an Objective C because the years don't line up. Okay, maybe it was Objective C. When did I write Swift? I know I've written Swift before. Swift was terrible until about 2016. Yeah, I remember when Swift was announced, they're like, yeah, and the loops are like twice as fast as Python, and everyone's like, you're a compiled language and you're only twice as fast as Python? Um but yeah, it didn't get better until later. If not Python, what would be your bay? I mean, Python isn't my bay. I don't. Python is just like the current poison that I use. I don't think it's particularly good. I do really like C#. I haven't gotten to write a lot of it recently, in a really long time, honestly. The last time I wrote like a large C# application was in 2010, I think. But really like it. I want to write more of it at some point, but haven't in a while. Staffed, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we need to record parenthesis pairs and their depths. Throwback to this. Go home, Swift compiler, you're drunk. What the fuck? Put that in Xcode, press build, go get a coffee, come back in 12 hours. What the actual fuck? Jesus. Why is that what? What could it possibly be doing? Is it like trying to do a hilarious amount of type inference here? That's fucking wild. That's amazing. MyPy has this issue, but less bad. Oh yeah, I've seen the MyPy issue as well. PyTest has this issue too. If you make too many tests with parameterize, PyTest is just like, eh. Give me all your RAM. I take forever to start. I want to fix it at some point, but I don't know how to fix it without like killing a lot of the internal primitives. But yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is as I see open parens, I will put their depth and index into here. And as I see closed parens, I will put them into parens done. And then we can assert parens done, or open parens has nothing at the end. If tokens k dot source is equal to an open paren, then see, I think I want to increment the depth after. Yeah. It's an open paren, then open parens dot append depth and k. If tokens k dot source is equal to close paren, then parens done dot append. All right, guess we can do. Dot pop, and then we append depth, open paren. Okay. Just for sanity's sake, assert open parens, assert not open parens. Okay, so that gets us that part. Then we need to parse commas as well. If it's a comma, we need to record the depth and the positions for all these. Oh, parameterized. I think I would give you the second video first. Look at the second. The second video is the intro to how PyTest works, and then the one at the top is a slightly more complicated version. But it's table tests. But yeah, generative tests. Yes, that's another name for it. Okay, so we need to find the commas. Commas. Okay, and we need to do commas dot append k depth and k. Okay, so that should find everything. Then we gotta do find all the parens and record their depths. Find all the commas, record their depths. Find the minimum comma depth. And this is the outer tuple. What if there's no comma? What if there's no comma? So we have A, B. So parens we have at 1 or at 0 and at 1. Commas we have nothing. And then min is I think we want to do min as being sysmax size here. Because we want to delete all those parentheses. All those parentheses are garbage. Infinity, I guess. And then we'll del at 0 and at 1. Yeah, I think that'll work. Shoot a pain since I was just reading the Rust book and came across this type definition: sign in count U64. Someone is very optimistic. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Risky Avocet, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I assume that's French, and that I pronounced it poorly. What is that word? Oops. Translate. Mystic Soda. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Why does it default to Dutch every time? I don't understand that. Avocet. Oh, it's an English word. A long-legged wading bird with a slender upturned bill. Avocet. What do these things look like? We're gonna do image search off screen. Just in case. Oh. So you are a frisky one of these burbs, Aria. Frisky Avocet. Oh, that was a risky maximize there. Look at these burbs. They're a kind of cool little burb. They got a little bended noozle there. Interesting. Anyway, I guess you learn something every day. Avocet. I thought it was just French. Avocet, I think my sister takes that for depression. Oh no. She takes burbs? Maybe they look like they could help a little bit. I mean, yeah, maybe. There's still peanut butter on the spoon, but I'm not gonna sit there and lick the spoon for you guys, chat. Is it fun to make the French language person pronounce it, though? Speaking of pronouncing, the, like, pronunciation of squirrel in German is hilarious. Or watching German people try to say the word squirrel. Just because it's really hard to say squirrel. Unless you know how to say squirrel, and then it's fine. I feel like I'm saying squirrel so many times that it's gonna be a little bit weird. You can say squirrel? Here's how I pronounce it. I don't know why, but I think this joke is hilarious. I find it incredibly funny to someone in text will say, "How do you pronounce something?" and then you just reply, "You pronounce this as this." Do they have some long German word, or is there like some? Oh, you have not heard this YouTube video before? Today is your lucky day. Germans. A tab completed. 10 Germans try to say the word squirrel. There's the YouTube video. The YouTube recording of this, you won't be able to hear it because I have I don't record volume from this. Squill. I know you guys can hear it on Twitch, but on YouTube won't be able to hear this. But anyway, watch the video. It's one of my favorite YouTube videos. But it's yeah. I think it's funny. Delicious. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, you're one of the 10,000. Oh, I see. Your name is Richard Bird. I see. I understand. Just hit the speaker for the German voice. Wait, really? Oh, I was not ready. I was not ready. Oh shit. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay. No. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Open source squirrel programming. Oh no. No, I can't watch the clip. Can't watch the clip. Wait, I make a noise? Uh-oh. Okay. Can't do it. Can't do it anymore. We're done with the we're done with the squirrel. Okay. I think uh we can do this. Can we use key in 3.6? Uh, we actually don't care about the key. We can actually do because kind of looks gross. Depth for this for depth this in. Shouldn't sound like this speaking English. Yeah. I think I won the stream. Is this how the game works? Yeah, that's how the game works. Alex says, is it done to publish front-end app as an npm package to a private repository and use that to deploy it because I need to be able to redeploy the app from Lambda? And I'm not sure I can clone the code from there. I need to be able to redeploy the app from Lambda. You can make a. There is a Git layer. I use it for auto update for the auto updater, but it takes a lot of space. So if you need more code on top of just Git, then that wouldn't work so well. Do they ship npm with the Lambda runtime? I feel like they have to, right? Maybe they don't. I don't know. They slimmed down those images a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me if Lambda doesn't have uh doesn't have that. I know Node should be there by default. It's whether you have npm or not in that layer. Slightly related. Did you know squirrels come in like 5 different colors? I thought they were all brown until I saw white, not albino. Yeah, there's a lot of squirrels. Most of the ones around me are black. There's a few brown ones though. Speaking of French people, have you seen the set of animal commercials for some television channel? I will look at this later. Oh no. Groundhog's curling. I have not seen this. So I will be amused later. We're going to remove the PyUnicode encoder APIs. Py. Is this the like from bytes and UTF-8 or whatever garbage? Oh yeah, these things. Does anyone actually use these? I mean, this one is useful, but like you can just use as UTF-8 or whatever. Is this in minimal ABI? Oh, alternative APIs. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of them. Oh wait, there's the as. Why are there two versions of these? Cool. Anyway, I won't miss them. Bonus function is pointless. Yeah, I'm not running npm. I was thinking of using it as a dependency and bundling it with Lambda. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I see. So you're just using it as a way to stuff stuff in there. You might as well. You don't really need to do that. You can just stick it in the zip. You don't need to do anything special, I don't think. I've seen npm used inside of Lambda, but you want to keep the deployment package small and then fetch a bunch of crap directly into memory. Yeah, because you don't necessarily have all that much. Well, the working directory is read only. You have the temporary scratch space, though. It's a monorepo with a few services, so I'm not sure Git would scale as it goes. But you can just build the deployment zip. Just stick it in there. 10 gigs of memory, but only 500 megs of disk. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's pretty restrictive. Also, isn't it 50 and 10 layers? So it's 50 megs per layer. We have to do some like weird sharding stuff. If you're using SciPy, you have no space for actual code. Yeah. So you can't really use SciPy in a Lambda. Okay. All right. So now we have this. Where's our algorithms again? It's not even that much of an algorithm, to be honest. That's linear. There's no complexity here. Find the minimum common depth. This is the outer tuple. Okay. Min depth equals min depth or depth this in commas, and then default equals sys.max size. So if we find no commas, we're going to delete all of the parentheses. Is that correct? Because the parentheses couldn't possibly mean anything at that point, right? What if they were mixed with other brackets? What happens then? So if we had a... We can remove all these parentheses. Oh no, we can't. Oh fuck, I just thought of like another basic but dumb case. We can't remove any of these parentheses. Oh, function calls, fuck. Does this break everything? Oh. This does. So this fails our algorithm right now. This fails our algorithm worse. Huh. Fuck. So I think what we can do though is we can ignore. Okay, we gotta adjust our algorithm because clearly this isn't gonna work. Hmm. What can we do? I think we know that things before we encounter. Oh, we're just adding more special cases now. I should add these all as test suite items later. So we're gonna go through this file when we're done and add test suite. Add a more thorough test suite. May not be the use case. Yeah, that's fair. Try with a zip then. Yeah, that should probably work. Personally wouldn't do this, but Lambda can attach EFS volumes. Yeah, you could do it in EFS volumes. You could also do it in a Docker image because you can now run Docker in Lambda as well. So you could stick whatever the fuck you want in there. And I don't think the Docker image has a size limit either. I could be wrong there. Let's see. Docker I almost typed dicker. Dicker image size, that's 10 gigs. Yeah, that's huge. So you got plenty of space there. You can run Docker and Lambda? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Although there is one limitation which is kind of annoying, and that's that you have to use ECR, and it has to be in the same region. That's like 0.75 SciPys. Yeah. I think the reason that it's more than that it's 10 gigs is so that you can run TensorFlow. ECR is poopy. Yeah. Yeah. ECR is not one of the better Amazon services. Um, but yeah. KZ says, "Yo, I have a first phone interview on Friday. Nice. Good luck on your phone interview. What kind of phone interview? Is it a programming interview or code commit for the win? I've not used code commit personally. If you want non-ECR, you could run AWS batch, but that's also poopy. Yeah. You definitely don't want to be paying inter-region data transfer for a 10 gig Docker image. That's true. Why the hate on ECR? I've literally never experienced an issue with it. All right, so let's just start with things that it doesn't support out of the gate. Well, let's talk about its positives first. We'll get its positives out of the way. It's fucking cheap. It's real cheap. It's one of the cheapest ways that you can store data on Amazon. And this makes sense because I'm pretty sure the way that ECR is implemented is it's just an AWS S3 bucket with a hand-rolled Docker API in front of it. So it's cheap. Big plus there. It works nicely with other AWS services, like, it's integrated nicely with Lambda, it's integrated nicely with EKS, it's integrated nicely with whatever their other fucking container running thing is. I forget what it's called because I don't use it because I don't know why I would use it. But yeah, it plays nicely with Amazon stuff, and you can put ECS, yeah, that one. And you can configure with IAM roles. Like there's all sorts of nice Amazon-y stuff around it. I think that's where the nice stuff ends. The problems with it is it's a hand-rolled Docker API, so it doesn't support things like some of the V2 extensions in the Docker API. It doesn't support multi-arch, although I think they're adding multi-arch like right now because people are like, what the fuck? I want to use this on Gravitron processors. Why can't I use it on Gravitron processors? It goes down a lot. We relied on it heavily at Lyft, and man, the number of outages where it's like, yep, ECR is down again. Yep, we ran out of images in ECR again. Like we had to write like a whole bunch of fucking custom ass scripts to like, oh yeah, if we go over this certain threshold of ECR images, we need to prune them all. When you could just have like an expiration policy like every other, scaling system at AWS, like some eviction policy that you don't have to write a bunch of code and spend a bunch of money deleting images. The API limits are very, very low on it relative to other stuff. So often what you need to do is put a proxying service between your stack and ECR such that you don't hit their APIs over and over and over. You just cache some of the results. That could also be that the way Lyft did things was dumb, so that might be Lyft's fault. Probably was. Probably a little column A, a little column B. Yeah, I think like the things that were really painful for us was the API limits, the outages, and the lack of normal Docker registry support, feature support. Just initial screen, then code overview. Nice. Good luck on your screen. Nobody's used code commit. Have you used that? I'm not. The annoyance with ECR for me is because AWS has ECR, they don't typically support non-ECR in their services until they're forced to by partners. Yeah, that's also true. I used GCR on a previous project and it was okay. Yeah. I feel like Google doesn't give a fuck about Docker registries either. I feel like GCR is not that great either from the couple times I've tried it. But it was better than ECR when I used it, but still not perfect. Are those just the default limits? Can you request increases via quotas? Yeah, we had these are not just the default limits. These are like every day we'd be like, hey, can you bump our limit? Hey, can you bump our limit? Hey, can you bump our limit? And we eventually got to the point where they're like, yeah, we can't scale more than you, so that's the highest your limit can go. And we're like, well, I guess we're fucked now. Guess we better re-implement a Docker registry. And so we spent 2 quarters writing our own fucking Docker registry, and literally was just Docker API in front of S3 and worked way better than ECR did. Seemed like everyone expected Docker Hub to be the next GitHub, but the Docker Hub told other users to walk off a cliff. Yes, that's true. Nobody has good Docker registry support. I mean, Docker Hubs was good until they were like, give us fuck tons of money. Private Christian Hacker. Private Christian Hacker, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. GitHubs is not bad. It has some weird bugs with Podman because Podman doesn't expect their API to work the way it does. But it's been good enough for what I need it for. I'm talking about GHCR, not GitHub Packages Docker Registry. GitHub Packages Docker Registry is pretty shit. But GHCR, pretty nice. What were you doing so much that you were hitting the Docker API that much? Running a development environment for 2,000 developers based on Docker. And running a CI system also based on Docker. So, and then having microservices. So to put it in perspective, well, I think the one box count when I left was right around 800, 7 or 800. So 800 of these beefy boxes, and this is just for development. Probably 1 to 5 times a day, a developer would run a command called control. They would run control ensure. And this would start up all of the microservices needed to run a copy of Lyft, which I think at the time I left involved 230 Docker containers. Which again, like 230 Docker images to run those 230 containers. Actually, it was more like 240 images to run 230 containers because of reasons. And some of the containers were ephemeral. So that's, those 801 boxes times 200, well, we'll just call it 200 instead of 240. So that's 16,000. 200, 800, 4 zeros. No, 160,000. So that's 160,000 containers just for the development environment. And then you think about CI, which let's say of the 2,000 developers, let's say that they're not productive at all. So let's say they ship they push something to a feature branch once every 2 days, which is, very. It makes the math easier, but it's very underrepresents developers. So let's say there's 1,000 feature branches that we run a day. There's no way that it's 1,000 feature branches a day. It's probably 3,000 or 4,000. But let's say it's 1,000 feature branches a day. 1,000 feature branches times, again, that same 200 containers, usually, because almost always they're running some sort of integration suite. And usually you're running multiple suites. It's usually 2 or 3 suites per push. So 1,000 developers, or 1,000 pushes, PRs a day, times 2 or 3, times 200. And you're looking at several million Docker image pulls. And that would be on like a not very busy day. Like millions of, and also these were not small Docker images either. So they were like many multi-layer Docker images. Some of them, like, I think the average size of the integration Docker image at Lyft was 2 gigs. So, yeah, fuck ton of bandwidth. And each Docker image, like one Docker image pull that has 10 layers is like, I think it's like 40 API calls or something like that. So, yeah, take those million numbers, multiply them by a few more orders of magnitude, and then you're looking at about the realistic API limits. And I don't think Lyft was like an atypical Docker setup or an atypical microservice setup. And this wasn't even all the services. If you ran all the services at Lyft, you'd be looking at like 700 or 800 or 900 Docker images instead of that, conservative 200 number. So it's very, very easy to get even more nutty than that. But yeah. Casey says, it sounds like a lot of moving parts. When you were there, how familiar with all of the stuff? I knew pretty much everything that was going on at Lyft because I made it a point to be able to be able to help pretty much everyone. So unfortunately, I knew pretty much everything about everything. I guess I didn't know so much about the machine learning platform stuff. Um, Mostly because I just didn't give a fuck. Their stuff was always broken in weird ways, and I didn't understand it. And when I tried to help them, they were not happy with me trying to help them. So I didn't know much stuff about the machine learning platform. Is an app microservices? If you have to pull all services to develop, that just sounds like a monolith. Um, you don't have to pull all the services. This was some subset of services. This was we called it. It's actually a fun story about this. We used to call it API.QA. API was Lyft's monolith, PHP monolith. But while I was there, we decomped API into a bunch of different services. And so API went away, and you could only have groups on services that existed. So when we deleted the API service, suddenly all the QA devs couldn't get anything done because there was no longer an API.QA. And so I made a fake service. I originally wanted to call the service G as just like a group dumping ground, sort of. I don't want to call it a meta service because Lyft had a service called meta service, which I called meat service because I thought it would be funny. But I wanted to call this service G. And a requirement to create a service at Lyft was that it had to have a Docker image. And so in order to create a Docker image, I had to register it to ECR. And ECR does not allow you to have image names that are only one character. So instead of calling it G, I called it GG. And so it's called GG.QA. And GG.QA was just the stuff you needed to run the golden path tests. But I thought it was I thought it was a little memey that I called it GG, but I no one stopped me, so I called it GG. Hey, what's up, Cody? Why did you change? You changed your capitalization. Sounds like you need Kubernetes. I mean, yeah, it was Kubernetes, or at least it was being migrated to Kubernetes as things were happening. I know everything about everything. Yeah, classic Anthok. It's true. It's true. ML platform people can be toxic jerks coming from someone with experience in that space. Yeah. Yep. That was Lyft. That was Lyft. That was Lyft ML platform. There with space G, so you couldn't use that. You need ASCII characters in an image name. Is Kubernetes web scale? No, it's not nearly as fast as DevNull. I don't want to go back to a world before Kubernetes. That's pretty fair, yeah. Sudo apt install cmatrix. Yeah, I have seen that before. Okay, back to this. I think what I can use for this logic here is if I see a token that is not space, new line, comment, sorry, non-coding token, or parenthesis, then I can consider things before that as potentially deletable parentheses. So as soon as we see a not parenthesis, not coding token, a coding token that is not a parenthesis, I think that's when we can stop considering them. So let's change our algorithm a little bit. While looking forward, if we encounter a coding token, which is not a paren, then stop reporting parens after that. And we also know that that's the comma depth. We also know that is the comma depth. But we don't necessarily, though, do we? But we can consider this when, let's see, consider this depth when computing the comma depth. Yeah. Okay, so let's try that again with this down here. It doesn't change any of the ones above there because we only had parens there. But let's look at this case here. Oh, we already handled that case. So let's look at this case here. So, 0, we recognize not a coding token at 0. Friends, we find 1 at depth 0, which is this one here. And Samuka, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. This is how I make people believe I'm a true hacker. Oh, I see. D-Dels says, call it a night. Hope you all have a good night. Well, thank you for stopping by, D-Dels, but appreciate you stopping by and chatting. And I'll see you around in the future. Okay, so there's parens at 0. There's no comma, so the min is max size. But actually, the min is going to be adjusted to 0. So min commas is max size, and then min coding and commas and coding is 0. So we delete nothing. Yeah, I think that's good. Daniel Code, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. So that one looks good. So now we're no longer victimizing those parentheses. Let's try this case here. So 0, we find a coding token at 0. Yeah, cool. Friends at, we also find at 0. This is actually all the same. This is the same. This case is not different. It was interesting to think about because of the comma, but it's not different. Let's get more complicated though. Let's do parenthesized function call. So this one, we find a coding token at 1. We find parens at 0. We find the minimum. Gina says, hello, do you speak Spanish? Un poquito. Not much. Not much. Maybe like first grade Spanish at most. If you were a native speaker. First grade native speaking, which is like, not really. I don't even know if I could do first grade Spanish, now that I think about it. Can you write Python in Spanish? I think pretty much everyone codes in English, right? Although, there was this C++ code base I had to contribute to once, and all the code was in German, which was tough. I had no idea what was going on. Briox, hello. Good to see you. First grade is like 5-year-old? Yeah, essentially. I can speak baby Spanish. Okay, so we find parens at 0 and at 1, but we ignore the ones at 1. We also are only looking for the first coding token. Yeah. Oh, actually, the coding token does change some stuff up above. We'll look at that in a sec. I'll jump to the one that where it makes a difference. Okay, so min commas is max size, and then min commas coding is 0. Oh, it's 1. Yeah, it's 1. And so then we delete 0. I think that's right. Speak Spanish, now I'm trying to communicate with you through translator. I see. Oh, that's good. That's good. I spent the last hour chasing an error, crashing my read-write threads, only to discover I never set a flag and it was just closing normally. Nice. Hey, what's up, Lego Logic? Hello, hello. Okay, so the one that it changes above, so this one's fine. The one that it changes above is this one here. So we find a min coding token at depth 2. But that doesn't change our min value here. Wait, you just resubbed like 2 days ago. How'd you resub? Oh, I guess you probably caught it right at the end of the cycle. Mindful Fox is here with the 2 years of subdom. 2 years. How you doing, Mindful Fox? Good to see you again. You should ask the translator. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here, Mindful Fox. Click the click the German side of this link. just because it broke me. It broke me. But isn't that amazing? GS Cannon Code says, update me. What is he trying to code? If you do bang today, I'm fixing a bug with parsing tuples in pyupgrade. It's pretty tricky. It's very tricky. I just got here. Well, welcome. It's good to have you. Geos cannot code. Oh, rippy dippy Geos. That's rough, buddy. I know more or less what you say by the expressions. Oh, cool. All right. So we need to find a first coding token. Let's see if tokens dot. What am I doing? Tokens K. Not in non-coding token, and tokens K dot source does not equal parenthesis. I just thought of another case that we have to handle. Well, we probably don't have to handle because it's probably never going to happen. But you can have a case like this, where you have a parenthesis and then you have an empty tuple, like this. And so this would be our non-coding token. I think it works, but for the wrong reason. Yeah, because it finds the comma. That works. What if we remove the comma? What happens then? It still finds the same non-coding token here at depth, or the first coding token at depth 2, and then it deletes these parentheses. So that still works. Is there a case where this breaks? Chris Sorrento says, what are you coding? I guess I can talk a little bit about pyupgrade. So the thing that I'm working on is called pyupgrade. It is a code formatter. What it does is it makes your old syntax new automatically. So this is how you used to write set literals before Python 2.7, and now you can write, nice set literals, set comprehensions. It does this for dictionary comprehensions, format specifiers, a whole bunch of stuff. The thing that people really, really like is f strings, where it'll automatically take this code and turn it into this code. And the particular thing that we're working on today is a part of this rewrite here, which takes unions and turns them into the new unions index. However, there's a bug, which was found by Marco. What's up, Astra? Thank you for the follow. Where if you have a union inside of a union, it fucks up. Specifically, I think it's specifically a union inside of another type inside of a union. This just like crashes and burns. So we are fixing that. Oh, geologists can't code. I see. And computer scientists freak out when you put geo in front of anything, like GeoJSON. GeoJSON's kind of a mess, not gonna lie. You're not wrong there. GeoConbon. Yeah. Bad thing is that I wanted to talk to you and stuff, but I can't because I don't understand you. Oh, I see. I understand. No way, Master Tech. There's a no. That is actually Wikipedia. Okay, so this isn't gonna take me to W3 schools. It's a programming language. It hasn't been released in 4 years. File name extensions .nut. uh, wait, it's an actual programming language that's been used in things like Left 4 Dead and Portal 2. What? It looks like C. It looks like JavaScript actually. It has generators. What? In classes? And classical inheritance? Whoa. Wild. I like your keyboard. Yeah. It's a cool keyboard. If you do bang keyboard, you can learn more about it. Bang keyboard. F strings are nice. Indeed, indeed. I agree. Your keyboard is strange, right? What's strange? Is that your repository? Yes. I am Ace Atili, Dr. Ninja. No, you're not Dr. Ninja. Dr. Anja. Is it written in German? Yeah. Oh no. It's more like JavaScript? Yeah. What's the squirrel community called? They're a bunch of nuts. It was something new to learn, just so I can say I'm nutting while working. Yeah. Where's the small ant 1 nut button? I guess he's just small ant now, because he got rid of the 1. The just nut button. But anyway, we're fixing this bug today, which involves complicated, annoying parsing and a lot of weird edge cases. And coding depth is none, then coding depth equals depth. And the reason I'm doing this as an if is because of that closed parenthesis case. I should probably mention that there. It's possible our first coding token is a closed paren. So make sure this is separate from the if chain below. Patrick Wilker! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I have a Kinesis Freestyle 2 Blue. They're nice keyboards. I wish I would have gotten browns instead of reds. I'm actually real sad about my reds. I didn't check what switches they supported when they sent me the keyboard, so I ended up with reds. Reds are squishy and sad. My new Kinesis arrives tomorrow. I'm hyped for it and scared of relearning how to type. Oh, which keyboard did you get, Preox? I meant the keyboard name has blue in it. These switches are generic mushy crap. Oh, I see. I see. Huh. Huh. I thought they were all mechanical. I guess I was wrong. Dr. Anja says, what's your experience streaming from Linux? I asked because when I stream my desktop on Discord, my desktop turns real slow. Do we tell him, chat? Do we tell him? Ethan told him. I'm actually on Windows. It's sneaky. But yeah. Linux is just my development environment. I managed to Cherry Browns, went all out. Couldn't refuse a 60-day trial with reviews. It gets nice. There's an imposter among us. Yeah, it's me. But yeah. Yup. Coding death. Oh, I still support Python 3.6. Damn it. Equals none. And I have to do optional int here because I don't think MyPy can infer that this is optional something else. It might be able to. We'll leave it out and see if MyPy complains. It probably will. It'll be like, can't assign int. Original type none. Should we just run it right now and see what happens? Arrow none. What are you gonna say to me, MyPy? Recommit run MyPy files, pyupgrade, plugins, typing, pep, 604. Generator expression must be parenthesized. I fucked up my min call, I guess. It's true. It's true. That does need to be parenthesized. Can this actually get fixed with the peg parser now? Name non-coding tokens is not defined. Non-coding tokens. List any has no attribute source. Tokens k dot source. Oh. Interesting. I guess the type inference works. Cool. I was cheap and got the membrane one. Oh, I see. I didn't know that there was. They had a membrane one. This looks almost the same as my keyboard. But I guess if they're membranes and not. Oh, I did get a new keyboard, by the way. You want to see my new keyboard? I don't think I'm going to use it because it looks really bad, but I'll go get my new keyboard. It looks cool, but the colors are bad. Work sent this to me, so I didn't purchase this, but it is a Microsoft Surface keyboard, and I think they picked the worst color combination possible. The worst color combination. Like light gray on gray. But it's actually pretty nice. It's like it's got a nice feel to it. I guess we can plunk it down. The other problem is it's wireless too, which I don't do well with wireless things because they run out of battery and then I forget to charge them. Oh, there's no way this fits on my desk because it has a full numpad. Never mind. But anyway, it seems like it's nice to type on. But I think I would, much rather use this keyboard or my other keyboard than that. But yeah, it has a numpad. The one thing that's really weird about it, if you look here, let me flip the dock cam up. The one thing that's really weird about it is the keys, like, the T is huge. But also if you look at, like, these rows, they're very, what's the term? It's not quite ortholinear, but it's, like, pretty close to being ortholinear. But I don't know. It's a neat keyboard, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. Also, yeah, they're not mechanical switches. They're whatever it's called. But anyway, that's the other keyboard. Looks like a laptop keyboard. Giveaway time. I don't think I can give it away because I don't think I technically own it. I think technically my work owns it, so I don't know. When I quit, I'll give it away. How about that? Laptop switches, chiclet style. Yeah, it's basically laptop switches, essentially. They're not so bad. I wish it was, black on black or any other reasonable color combination, but like gray, light gray on gray is kind of I think the idea, also the weird thing, oh man, this is the, like all of the peripherals that they ordered are like the ugliest color combinations. I got a monitor and it's like an HP monitor. Let's see, 27, 4K. Like it's a 4K HP monitor that, yeah, it's probably this one. But instead of being black, and it's probably not this one. It's much cheaper. I think it was like a $280 monitor. Instead of having a black border, it's a white border. Have you ever seen a monitor with a white border? Like what? Who thought that was a good idea? Maybe it's because they know nobody would buy it from you if it has terrible color. Yeah, it's possible. That could be it. I will miss my MX clears. Hopefully the MX browns aren't too light. Yeah, I really like clears. It isn't this screen. It's some other screen, but it's white. It has white borders around it. I don't remember which one it is, but it's the most hideous thing. Do you work at a doctor's office? No, I work at Stripe. Have you ever tried Dvorak? I have not tried Dvorak. Um, but yeah, it's gross. Sounds extremely distracting. Yeah. Also, if I had two of them, like it would be a big contrast change to go between. It's like whereas with black borders, like I don't really notice the screen edges, but I really notice the screen edge on the white screen. It's really. Oh yeah, here you go. Marco pandas. Somebody mentioned it earlier. Quit Smoking says just got a Raspberry Pi. What resources can I utilize to learn Linux? Any mini projects to get a better grasp? I don't know. Marco Polo says I do have a white Samsung 32-inch curved white. What? Oh, I've never seen white monitors at doctor's offices. Huh. My old CRT. Okay, yeah. Old CRTs, they were always like the beige white color. Like that was old CRTs. But modern flat screens, like I don't know. So are you using the monitor as a collecting dust? I'm using it because I need the screen real estate. It's just kind of a pain to use. He works at the doctor's office. um, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I think this fixes this now, and so we can say here min depth equals. Do we have to encounter a coding token? Then we do. We'll always encounter. Oh no, we could have an empty thing. Can we ever have an empty thing? Do we require to have args down here somewhere? If union. If tuple. Empty union. Okay, we skip empty unions. So we don't have to worry about empty unions. So we know that this will always be not none. Assert coding depth is not none. So we would have to see something inside of it. Got it. What kind of mouse did they send you? They did actually send me like a nice mouse, although it's also wireless, so I probably won't be using it. It's like one of those fancy vertical mice things. Also, it's a vertical mouse, so I probably won't be using it as well. It has like way too many buttons on it. But yeah, I just can't do Bluetooth shit. They're always laggy and broken. I've never had a nice one. I've never had one that works. Are they gonna send you an ergo chair too? I actually, so I have a $1,000 stipend, so I bought a chair. Did I showed you my desk setup, right? You've seen it, right, Mindful Vox? When did I send this on the Discord? Yeah, here we go. Oh no, it scrolled out of view. There we go. This is the chair that I bought. This is my work desk. Mind Taker Mentonk, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I bought the desk and the chair as my stipend. I have another $200, and apparently I can spend it on houseplants, so I think I'm gonna buy some houseplants. But yeah, also pay no attention to the razor blade that's just chilling here. I was cutting boxes, I promise, chat. But yeah. Would you rather buy $110 chairs or $1,000 chair? I do actually need a new chair. Wait, what did I fuck up? Why is it not open parens? Open parens twice there. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, here, this here. Because with assertions, if you don't specify, so let's say I did assert not x, I just get this useless assertion error that just says nothing here. It's just like, cool, I don't know what it was. So if it fails, it's harder to debug this. And so what this second part is the message that shows up there. So I usually, a best practice that I use is unless I'm asserting that it is none or is not none, I will make sure that there's a message there. So like, if this assertion fails, I know that this is none because that's the only case that it would ever fail here. But otherwise, I will put comma and then the thing after it. So this is showing the message in the assertion. I guess I should probably. Did I do a video about assert? I'm pretty sure I did. Did I not mention that in the video? I feel like I covered that in this video. 8 minutes. Okay, yeah, so it does talk about that here. Yeah, so I go over it in the assert video. But yeah, the second part is the message. And it's lazily evaluated, which is cool too. So you can put expensive computation here that would only happen in error cases. My favorite houseplant is the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I don't think that would go through expenses. I don't think that would work. It's closed your code, yeah. Color Maku. Hello, hello. It's not better than a bench without a back. It's true. One expensive chair doesn't need to be 1K, but needs a good warranty and rating. Hands down, no questions for me. Yeah, so this chair, I actually have a bit of a history on this chair. When I worked at Yelp, I stole one of these chairs from an executive office room as they left the company. And then I had like a special chair, which was this chair. It's not actually that expensive a chair. Like this is like a $350 chair or something. But I really liked the one that I had at Yelp, and I couldn't find it like at all anywhere. And so when I went to buy a chair for this, I searched through every page of chairs on Amazon, and I found it. This is the same chair. The one I had at Yelp was black, though. I chose a different color. I wanted a nice, a more Anthony color, so I went with bluish. Axelpod, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, chat, we got caught not doing our homework. Wait, what homework? Wait, what? A history on this chair. Don't act innocent. Oh, man. That's coding. Okay, I think that's good. Homework comment. We didn't know the video existed. Oh, yeah. It's true. It's just a pun, boy. It's just a pun, bro. It's just a pun. I can probably turn off RTX. There we go. Moodykins says, first time in the stream, our type annotation is pretty standard in Python code bases now. Depends on whose code base you stumble upon. I type all my stuff now. I guess I have like 1 or 2 repositories that I haven't gotten around to adding types yet. But yeah, pretty much all the code that I write is typed. So I find it is much more easy to refactor and reason about stuff and eliminate bugs in odd cases. And be much more defensive about programming as well. I find that thinking about things in the context of types makes me a better programmer. But yeah. Okay, so back to our algorithm. Back to the lab again. Let's see, we need to now find all of the commas. Well, we have our min depth, so we know what parentheses we need to delete. Yeah, so we have parens to delete equals paren shoot. Yeah, this is fine. So for depth open paren close paren in parens done if depth is less than min depth for paren in open paren close paren. Let's actually change the structure of this so that I don't have to make this as janky. What I'm doing here is basically, so it's a compound list comprehension with a condition in the middle. How this evaluates is, say you had x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. And what I want out is 2, 3, 5, 6. And so I first loop over the top level, which loops over depth and positions. And then I filter out the ones that are less than the depth. So let's say it's 5 here, so that 4 and 1 stay in there. And then I loop over the inner part. So I loop over this and flatten here. So it's like a nice little flattening thing. Oh, where's the blue thing? Yeah, where did the blue thing go? I must have been when I was going to put the keyboard on the table. If anything was streaming, I would have my LAMP server set up and be learning. I guess that's fair. Then again, in the tutorial, I was following said to choose the Ubuntu server option thingy that was called LAMP and installs all the stuff in newer ones. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Is it pyupgrade? Yeah, that is what we are working on, Keller Marku. We are indeed working on that. Bang today. What is the use for the square that you have on the middle of your keyboard? This here? This thing here? It is, I use it as a stream deck. It is actually a keyboard. If you do bang keyboard 3, so like this button takes me to this mode, this button takes me to this mode. This is what I use when I go take a break. I use this one for my YouTube videos. I had a couple other buttons as well. But yeah, it's a handmade stream deck. I soldered it together on stream actually. It's a little dusty right now. My whole desk is really dusty right now. I need to clean my desk again. Such a pain in the ass to clean my desk though, because you have to like take everything off of it and then scrub it down and then put everything back on it. Ugh. So much work. I'd rather just sit in my filth instead. Gross. Okay, so these are the parens that we need to delete. We need to find all of the commas at that depth. And dust all the things you take off? Yeah, that's true. Because I'm sure the top of my monitors are gross too. I know the top of my... Oh god, that's so disgusting. The top of my pop filter is gross too. Sorry if I asked stupid questions. No, don't worry about it. Questions are a big part of this stream. I don't know what I would do without questions. It would just be me sitting here talking to myself. And, I mean... It is kind of me sitting here talking to myself, isn't it? But, I don't know. Questions are good. Interaction's good. I approve. Ask your questions. Oh my god, I've been streaming for 3 hours? What the fuck? Okay, so now we need to find the commas. Comma positions. What about the top of the refrigerator? No, we don't talk about the top of the refrigerator. That shit is gross. No one goes up there. Don't worry about the top of the refrigerator. The top of my refrigerator is so gross. It has like, not only is it like dusty, but it has like condensed oil particles. So it's just like sludge on the top of my fridge. It's gross. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, we need to grab all of the... Ooh. Need to grab all the commas at that particular... At the comma depth. Not at the min depth. Comma depth. And boop, boop, boop. Okay, for depth K in commas if depth equals comma depth. If len comma positions is greater than or equal to actually, let's just call this to delete. So we're gonna stick more things in here. If len, what am I doing? This isn't how code works. That's not how code works either. I must be losing it. If the len of the comma positions is... Let's see, if there are 4 arguments, we should expect 3 commas, and if there are 4 commas, we need to delete the end comma. So if it is, I guess we'll say equal to arg count, then to delete dot append comma positions dot pop. Keyword's good. Oh, I read that one. Top of my fridge is so clean. My partner is such an amazing person. They keep their areas so clean. It's intimidating. Oh my god. You found somebody that cleans the top of their fridge. They are either a keeper or a serial killer. Which one, Preox? I'm sure some people that are not serial killers clean the top of their fridge, right? Maybe I'm the odd one out. Maybe I'm wrong here. AITA, Reddit. Both probably, but I'm keeping them. Nice. At least you know when you wake up in a bathtub filled with ice that the top of the fucking fridge is clean. What else do we need to do here? Oh, we need to decrement K. We never incremented K. That's important. K plus equals 1. And then we also subtract 1 at the end when we're done. And then we mostly just do the same logic down here. Okay. Okay, minus equals 1. And then copy this chunk of code. Oh man, if this works first time, gonna be sick. We gotta sort the things to delete. Because there's no way, this is not gonna be sorted here. The original thing computed it all in this loop, but, and we wrote a butt ton of code today. Gross. Or comma in commas. This is comma positions. I actually did have a thing called commas up here, didn't I? Yeah, we have like, there's a lot of local variables in this function. There might be too many variables in this function. But I guess we can just call this fix union. Fix union. We no longer take arg in here because it was unreliable. But we still take arg count. Arg count int. I should have written test cases before doing this. Arg, we no longer need arg. Yeah, but I have to get rid of my breakpoints. Well, we didn't regress anything, so that's a good start. Let's do our reverse TDD though. Make sure the patch is still there before I delete it. Okay, good. Wouldn't want to undo all that hard work we just did. So don't let me delete that file, chat. Let's do the example from the tickets. pytest.paren. So we had union, union A, B, sequence, union, C, D. 1, 2. I meant to type pass, I promise, not ass. Okay, so this should become... So it should first become A or B. And then, well, I guess technically it should become C or D first. And then this should become A or B or sequence CD. I think. Nested unions. Okay, so that fails. Same way it failed before. I'm a genius, chat. No, I'm not, but it works. Improve tuple parsing. There's probably somewhere else that I can use this same parsing. Hey, m2dev.net, thank you for the resub. 4 months in a row. And 4 total. Appreciate your continued support. Darn babbies make it hard to code, yeah? No, you kinda are. Maybe a little bit. I should test all these other cases somehow. How though? Sanu Lohani says, what's that blue button in the middle of the keyboard? Is it to release frustration? Kind of. If you do blue ball in chat, it will tell you that it is a fidget toy. And it's a pins. And it looks nice. And it's for a real long time. I actually don't have a Pokemon chain to show you up on here, but this is what it looks like from a more side-on view. But yeah, spinny ball. Just a fidget toy. How's the job going? It's going alright. She's in the NICU, so enjoying the quiet time at home for now. NICU. What's the N stand for? Is that like a fidget spinner? Yeah. It's also like a fidget cube. Or a fidget spinner. I don't know where my other fidget spinner went. I have another one somewhere. Oh, neonatal ICU. I see. Oh yeah, congrats by the way. Remember that was popular? I still have one. I like it. This one is broken. It's hard to tell on camera. Because of the frame rate. Oh, actually that looks really cool with the frame rate. But it's misbalanced, so it like jolts around a bunch. Which is like way more satisfying than just like a normal fidget spinner. I don't know where my fidget spinner went though. Because I have a... Oh, there it is. I've been looking for you for like weeks. You're under my desk. For some reason. Oh, I probably shouldn't... I was gonna pick it up with my feet, but then I don't want to show my feet on stream, so... No feet today. But yeah, I have another fidget spinner too. But anyway, I'm a fidgety person, so they help me stay a little bit sane. But, yeah. Okay, so... Hey, what's up, Submarginals? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Plugins, typing pip 604, import fix union. Source to tokens. Okay, so in theory I should be able to do fix union. I gotta do tokens equals tokens to source union. Let's try that. Let's try all these cases. So empty tuple, and I'll write a test suite if this is easy to use. Okay, so union, and then fix union, 0 tokens, arg count equals 1. And then print tokens to source, tokens. Well, that wasn't what I expected. No, it's broken. ADHD TV? Yeah, exactly. Do you use code completion also? I do not currently have code completion. I'm using my own text editor. I will add code completion at some point, but I have not had time to work on it for quite some time. Well, this is surprising. Because what I expected is that it would find this parenthesis. Oh, but it finds that parenthesis at depth 2. Deletes all these. Did I say hi to Submarginals? Well, hello again, Submarginals, if I missed you. And Flainer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh. Empty tuples. Empty tuples should never appear in typing. Maybe this is just an edge case I don't worry about. Let's try with B in here instead, just to show that that works. Okay, that works fine. That's a more realistic problematic case. Yes, I don't know how I would handle empty tuple. I guess I could special case the closed paren. Yeah, we could special case closed paren. If the closed paren is the first coding token, then we actually subtract one. Plugins, typing, pab 6. Let's test cases. Let's do test cases. Test. Oh, we don't have a unit test for that, do we? Test slash plugins, touch this, init.py, test, plugins, typing, pab 604, test, py, from pyupgrade. Oh, damn, it's off screen. Okay. That's why I was looking over there to see where it would end up. What was this new language server called? I always wanted to test it and compare it to the old Python extension of VS Code. The Pylance stuff, which is closed source? I don't know. I have no idea. I have not used any language servers ever, so I don't know the answer, unfortunately. Test fix union edge cases. Have you heard of the language server protocol? Yes, I have. That's what we were just talking about. Parens is great and performant. I wish it weren't closed source. Do you know anything about pcap files? Yes, I do. A little bit. Juice is back. Tofu eaten and dinner walked? How could you? Tried to read the mic suspect, but didn't make sense. It's pretty complicated. Not Scones says, what was the first language you learned to program in? TI Basic. On calculator. Not Scones, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Closely followed by VB5, VB4, and PHP, and VisualBasic.net, and JavaScript, and Java, and then C#, and then C++, then C, then Python, then Ruby, then Go. I'm probably skipping a few. What else is in there? I think those are the... I think that's approximately the order. I'm probably missing a few. Do you know about the Google Earth Engine? I have used it before. Ems da Bomb says, let's be honest, what do you think about programming in C++? I actually think it's fine. If you use modern C++, it's fine. C++ 03 is pretty hard to do properly, but C++ 11, not that bad. That said, in school they taught us C++ 03 until we got to an advanced class where they taught us C++ 11 the right way. And then we're like, oh, why are we doing all this unsafe shit with pointers? What do you think about C? C is great if you want to carry around a shotgun pointed at your face and repeatedly pull the trigger. That's what I think about C. Sometimes it's fun to write, though, if that's what you're into. That is what you're into. C is for masochists that are totally okay with reading oodles of GNU docs. Yeah. Do you like Nirvana, like the band? Yeah, they're fine. Speaking of shotguns to the face. Yikes. Yikes, Geos. Yikes. Juice. Did you click on the link I sent you? Did you click on the link I sent you? Isn't it the best thing ever? I need to use Python to find the IP address of a pcap file. Would you know what the line of code could be? Pcap parser Python. I would probably look at this thing, pcap kit, released in 2020. It's pretty recent. And then follow directions. That's what I would do. And can probably get you where you want. isn't the squirrel great? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't watch it again because I'll start laughing again. How does Kurt Cobain gather his thoughts with a screechy? Oh no. Oh no. No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll watch it after stream. I can't do it. Not pictured a ton of tofu fur. Oh, there's still I've vacuumed my house twice since you came over. And there's still fur everywhere. It's everywhere. This doesn't go away. I have not had a beer tonight. I am actually I'm not out of alcohol. I have a ton of wine. I just don't have any beer at the moment. Oh, it has typing support, probably Pyrite. Yeah, I think it's Pyrite under the hood. Although it's closed source, so you have no way to know. Okay. Tokens equals tokens source. Whoa. S and then fix union 0 tokens arg count equals arg c. I guess we can call it arg count. No reason to be cheeky here. And then assert tokens to source s is equal to expected. Alright, so let's get... Oh, please don't crash. There's a bug in the terminal emulator that I intentionally turn on. Because I want to. But I know that if I drag my windows in the wrong way, it craps out. What happened to Tofu? She's just shedding crazily. Like, an absurd amount of shedding. Okay, union AB to Control Byte, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. This one also should be AB. I have a script that showed the expansion of the Chihuahuan dessert. It worked for about 3 months. Does not work now. I'm thinking it doesn't work with fair principles. Oh, the Chihuahuan desert, not dessert. What? I don't know what you mean by fair principles. Just going to the groomer on Wednesday. So mean. I mean, I'm not being mean. I'm just being. That's just how. That's how Pupperoo is. Union A. 1. This should just be A. Union. Pren A B pren. 2 A, B. Then we get to the fucking weird ones. Union A, B. 2. And this one is a little bit weird. That's fine. A, B. Then we got to this case. And we don't really care about the space here. Union 1, 2, 3, A. B, 1, 2. Should also be 2 args. This should be A, B. Even though that's nonsense. Okay. I got this case here. Union paren A, B. 2 args. A, B. Oh, this should be pipe, right? Because that's the point of the union. Then we have this case here. Union B. I'll just call it A. 1 A. Our principles has to do with open data and code when it comes to scientific data use and reuse. Oh, I see. Cool. Union B. 1 B. Union. Well, I should just call these A to be consistent. A, B, C. 1 A, B, C. Union B. 1 B. Oh, we were keeping these named properly. Union. This is the one that's broken right now. So we got a special case of the empty tuple. Or at least I think. Oh, we don't want to close that. Oh god. What did I fuck up here? Stir has no attribute source. Oh. Derp. 7 failed? Oh no. Oh no. How did we fuck this up? This one is broken? Ow. How now? Wow, it's like super fucked up. Why did I delete this comma? What? Why are these all broken? These have like parenthesis mismatches. Do I have like a buddy problem here? Oh, I do have a buddy problem there. So that's might be what this one is. That one we expect to fail. That one looks fine. What the fuck? Oh, you know what it is? There's a case with the commas. Okay, so I have the commas wrong. Yeah, so we need to do some additional logic here. So this is good. Good, we're testing. Upgrade plugins, typing, pep 604. if comma depth is less than or equal to coding depth? Yeah. Then we do this. Otherwise, comma positions is empty list. Yeah. Did I make any of them pass? How is this fucked? Why are you fucked? Why are you fucked? Why are you still broken? Is there still one that's missing a parenthesis somewhere? We have all the square brackets here. What failure? What test are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Parentheses are all matching here. Huh. There's something very strange going on here that I don't understand. Yeah, like these are like off by 1 for some reason. What is going on? Okay, let's take one of the ones that's failing, like this one. We'll put WAT here so that we can select it. And then we'll put a breakpoint. It's a feature? No, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. This one? Yeah, no, this one's matching fine. This one's matching as well. It works by claiming it's a feature so you can take a nap and work on tomorrow? Nah. Nah. Nah, we fixing this. Okay, let's put the break-a-point. Okay, here's our tokens. I 0, J should be 1, K should be 10, 9. Is that off by 1? Is that the problem? Yeah, I think that's what's wrong. Why is there a -1 there? Why did this work before? We kept the same K - = 1 here. Did this just work on accident before? Like, what? What's going on here? I gotta go to sleep. I'm seeing too many or not enough friends. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Nano repo doesn't work anymore. Or am I just stupid? Today is National Napping Day. Is it really? Huh. Damn, I missed it. GG, I guess. So, how did this work before? How did this work at all before? I don't see how this worked before. I'm really confused. If I comment this out and rerun this test. Do I reuse K somewhere? Is that the problem? Tuple enumerate tokens. Oh, I did this wrong. Okay, so I should be 0, J should be 1, J, and K should be 10. Why are you 10? Makes sense. Well, Lappies, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. It should be 1 past the end, because we increment at the end. Because this increment is at the end here. There's no breaks in here, and these ifs are separate. So when it decreases the depth by 1, in the case where it finds the closing square bracket, it should go to 0. Or it should go, yeah, it should go to 0. So let's look at this and see what's happening. Unless I use K somewhere down here, but I don't see any Ks here. There's a K here, but this is in a list comprehension, so it's a different scope. I don't have to worry about that. Unless I do somehow? This isn't Python 2. I am actually so confused. Okay, so this is the first closing parenthesis at 5, and depth should be 3. I'm not seeing it, chat. Why is it 2? K is 2. Depth is 1, so it is about to increment on this. Okay, cool. That looks fine. K should now be 3, and depth should be 2. This is about to increment. Great. That's at this part. Now K should be 5, and depth should be 3. What? What is going on? The fuck is happening? MDCG, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What? What is happening here? What? What? What is going on here? Okay. So let's do list just to be sure. So depth is 1 right now. We step over this line. Depth is now 2. Okay, cool. We continue. We are now at the same spot. Depth is 2. We step over this line. And our depth should be 3. Depth is 3. Okay. We continue. What is depth now? 2. What the fuck? How is it 2? Oh. I see it. I found it. It's a clobbering, just like I said. You're reassigning depth when you pop. Would that matter? Bingo, my little fox. With the correct answer. You win 1 correct answer. And I was in the middle of suggesting going to sleep and said, no, we wouldn't sleep with a bug. I'd never fall asleep. How can you go to bed with a bug? You can't go to bed with a bug. It's not a thing. Can't sleep with bugs. No sleeping on bugs. Okay, it passes now. Okay, so everything except for 1 should pass, which is the tuple case. Which is when we need a special case. Keller Marcus says, I'm wondering, how do you find these new features? Do you read all the new peps? I read some of them. I don't read all of them. I'm involved in a lot of open source shit, Keller Marku. So, yeah, one way or another I see it either on Twitter or bug reports, or sometimes I contribute stuff, like... Yeah, I've seen some shit. I think the one where I see these weird syntax things most often is from PyFlakes, or Flake8, which has to handle all these cases. But yeah. Let's see, we can say if tokens k.source is empty paren, the coding token was an empty tuple. Encoding depth equals depth minus 1. Otherwise, this. That should cause this to pass. Sick. Fucking sick. Brain it to him. Hey, I know how to fix that bug. Oh my god, that happened to me so often, and so I don't go to bed if I'm working on a bug. Because otherwise I just like sit there and I'm like, is this how I solve it? No, maybe I can try this instead. Oh, that would be a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. I just can't fucking sleep. It's actually really bad because sometimes I'll be up until like 4 in the morning being like, I can fix this. I know how to fix this. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, it's not quite done yet. Oh, just one more. Just one more hour. I can do this for a little bit more. It's fine. It's fine. You need one of your thinking showers? Mild Fox, you're not wrong. They're... I do take thinking showers. They're good. There's been I have not gotten out of bed to take a thinking shower though. That has not happened. But I was thinking about how it would be funny if I did. Michaela. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, but I think this works. Let's run this, make sure we're covered. I'm kind of addicted to coding. Shower stream? I think I'd get banned. I might get banned. Oh, right. What the fuck? Sorry, YouTube popped something up. Oh, this is my this file. Let's try the coverage again. What's the bluish? What's the bluish one? Nice. No shot, there are girls in hot tubs streaming on Twitch. Yeah, it's true. Why would you watch a Anthony Wright's Code Shower stream when you can watch grills and hot tubs? It's true. True. Fixed nested union replaces. Roshan the Immortal says, I mean, I saw the Saturday stream and I'm all set. It's true, it's true. You saw the gift sub bonanza. Because I had buttons. I don't have buttons today. There are extensions for everything in VS Code, MyPy, PyTest, PyLands. I just write code in there and then use the console for the rest. Am I using it wrong? I mean, best girl at it again. But anyway, this was fun. I wanted to write this little parser for a while. I'm glad I think I finally worked out the proper logic for it. And I think I can actually reuse this parser elsewhere. But for today, we're just gonna fix this one bug. And not worry about other stuff. Just this for today. But this was fun. I had a good time writing this. And hanging out with you in chat. Resolves 407. 407. I'm a little sad that I missed today's auto update though. Because it would have been nice to batch this in with all the other changes. Because we can generate more PRs next week. I guess that's fine. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap us up for today. A bit of a longer stream for the weekday. But my treat, I guess. But anyway, let me do my spiel, and then we'll go find someone to raid. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube, and that is youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. I also upload educational videos. I try and get one a day, although my recording backlog is harder to populate with work and a real job, so these are a little bit more scarce now. But there will be another one tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that, so look forward to 3 video days in a row, 4 video days in a row. Currently my stream schedule is a little bit weird. The only day that I have consistent is my Saturday stream, which is at noon Pacific. I also stream some other days sometimes. The last couple of weeks it's been Monday, Friday, Saturday. Just haphazardly. But I announce my streams in 2 places, so you can make sure to stop by there. Smash the like button and join the Dick Sword, exactly. But yeah, I announce my streams on Twitter and on the Discord, the Dick Sword. So make sure to join Dick Sword. It's a cool little group of people. There's a nice beginners channel if you want to ask questions. Yeah, fun place to hang out. There's some good memes. There's some there's an animals channel, which has been real popular recently. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid.